Hello. This time we're going to be integrating hello. Welcome to episode 8 of my Slime Rancher 1 modding tutorial. This time we're going to be integrating secret styles. So, let's begin. Um, this one shouldn't be too difficult. Uh, I have a lot of tools in place to help you make simple ones. If you want to make a more complicated secret style, which involves custom models or changing the color of things other than just the body, then you're going to have to use other tools, and develop it yourself. When developing your own, I suggest putting your actual functions that use your secret style mods, which is more secret styles and um, secret style things. I suggest making those files separately. Although for secret style things, you should be able to use the integrations no matter what. But I still recommend setting that as its own. You do that as its own file, and if those mods are installed, you put in here to run those functions. What that does is it make it so that you don't as an error at the start if you don't have those mods. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. So first, let's just go find where the if is. I don't actually remember what the if looks like. Right. So it's SR mod loader is mod present. So let's go back. If SR mod is mod present, and the mod is most secret styles. So secret styles. And then inside of this if was a second if secret style. You might be wondering, how do you find these for if you have another mod that you want to add a requirement for? Well, easiest way is say this. I believe there's a way of checking it from here. Yeah, you go to the mod info file under resources, go to mod info, and you'll find the ID. Make sure you put in the lowercase of whatever ID this is if there's uppercase characters, because the SRML automatically lowercases IDs. Anyway, next we have I think it's simple SR abilities dot more secret style things dot thing. Now, when you see this, you probably just want to have be using simple as mod library compatibilities is probably just a useful thing. And we can go down here and we can remove this part. That way we can make it shorter. But before that, there's going to be two things you're going to need. Remember how up here we made these things called no speckle and no glow with these exact settings? You can probably find them in one of my mods if you want to copy them. Yes, we're going to need to refer to these. And since we actually made them earlier, we don't actually have to do it twice. So we can still use them in here. So next we need the ID, which is the slime that we're doing. We're going to be doing crazy cool slime. And I won't be doing both of our slimes today. I'm just going to do crazy cool slime. And I will add the other one myself, and you can add it however you want for your own mod. I assume you're not completely copying my mod and you will do your own things. I'm just giving examples of how to write the code for things. So next we have the position and we have the rotation. Now, how do you find both of these? Well, we're going to have to go into the game. And this is actually where things get really complicated. Things get a little more difficult, is that we have to go into the game and determine exactly where we want our pod. The rotation is probably the hardest and has to be done after, so you set it to a default of 0. But for the other two, we have to go into the game to find the location. And we won't be putting this inside of our zone. For now, we just will have it be somewhere else. game that we've been using. And we got to figure out where we want it. And then we'll determine what we want it to look like, which I think is a pretty easy task. Let's go find a good place for it. It's easier to use NoClip, by the way. Things that fly around. Where's an area you can reach over here? Do this. I can't remember if it's the coordinates command. Nope, it's the position command. And therefore you'll get these. You'll probably might need more command mods to do this. I don't remember if it's in normal SRML. So, and if you need even more commands, you will have to go to the Discord to go find someone who has it. Anyway, this is the exact positions we're going to want. So we got to copy them. And you might be wondering, how are we going to copy them? Well, just go to SRML, and you can pull up the position. See right here. So we're going to go new, free. You can copy each of these values from it. You can copy the X value. X. Set these to F afterwards to say that it's a float. Now you don't actually need them this precise, by the way. I'm probably delete most of these off, which I'll go ahead and do. I'll keep 2 decimal points because those might be important. We don't need that high precision. Position. Next, we have this, which is going to be a new Turnian 0, 0, 0, 0. We'll have 0 rotation done to it. Next is the icon. This is where you need to make a secret style icon, which we're going to do now. There's multiple ways of naming a secret style icon. Which one should we do? Let's go here. Right here. Go find your slime. In this case, we're going to, and if you're making a completely new icon, you would just do it from its new slime base. But instead, we're going to copy this and we're going to rename it. Instead of calling you Crazy Cool Slime, we can call you Crazy Cool Slime Exotic. This is a common usage inside of the game. You might also use SS at the end, as I often do in my own mods. This probably opened it up twice. No, it's only once. Nice. All right, go to curves, and we can apply our curves again. And this is what we get, which is not exactly what I was expecting. But, you know, it'll be fun. So we can overwrite this. And we can actually, you know, use this to somewhat change how it looks. It's not going to be too different from the one we have, though. So we can go to our mod. We can refresh this now. And there should be one of these. The include in project. We're also going to have to do this for the plort and the Gordo icon for secret style things. So we have this. So now we're going to do, just copy this one. Here. And its name. Next is another hard property to fill in. It's called cell name. To do this, you'll probably need to have to do this, you'll probably need this mod. The easiest way to do this is go to the zone that you are in. Find that. So in Reef, and then you have all of the cell names. And it looks like the zone that we want is the intro zone. We can go here and copy the cell name. these. Next, we have the secret style name. This is what you want to name your secret style. Let me check something real quick. Yes, that's what I thought. So you don't put the entire name in. What you'll do is you'll just put in the changed part. In this case, we're going to call this, instead of crazy cool, we're going to call this Omega Awesome. And we're going to do, and we can even, then we can do pedia name dot lower, which is Omega. What would it be? Let me go check. Okay. It can be really whatever you want. So we'll do Omega Awesome. Material is where we get fun. We're going to go to something called Slime Appearance. SSRML, I mean. We're going to do Create Slime Material. For Visual Base, we'll do Boom Slime. For our top color, we're going to go in here. And I think I'm going to do is use black as our, oops. Let's use black for both of these. Black. The next one is the middle color, which is this weird green that's everywhere. So we can go like this, make sure that we're in the correct 0 to 55 mode. We're going to 166 in the green. So new color 32, 0, 66, 0. Okay. Next, we want the bottom color, which is also color.black. Specular color, this time we're going to go to, I'm going to pick this red color, which is 255, 53, 1. New. Next, we have Shine, which we can actually boost up a bit. Crack color is new color 32. As you can see, we have this, and we can actually set the crack color to this red color as well. We could also use this yellow color, but I think I prefer that's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. We can actually go and copy you. Next is glitter color. This can just be color.black, doesn't matter. Speckle, we're going to use those two objects I told you about earlier, which is no speckle and no glow. All right, time to finish this tutorial. Let's go ahead. What's next? All right, so now we have to do the colors for the palette. You may remember these from making the slimes. This essentially is splat top color, the splat color of the slime, its top, middle, and bottom part, as well as the color when you back it. There's change face and then faces. I believe if you don't want to change the face, you don't have to use that, so we probably won't, as we're not changing our slime's face. So we can probably just copy these colors from here. Then we have to Stop. Okay. Then we have to pick a color. Represent the slime. I might go with the red color, despite it all, on that way. Next, we have change face. We're going to set this to false. And if this is like that, I don't think I have to give this. Let me go ahead and check my mod. There's something called no face. Okay. So no face. We'll just do an empty array then. So we can just make an empty array. There we go. We now have made our slime. Next, we got to make an icon for the port and the Gordo version of it. So yes, we can do this. And actually, we can probably should just test this real quick. And besides just testing this, what we're going to be doing is figuring out the rotation. As you'll remember, we had an empty quaternion. This might actually error out because of how we define our quaternion, but we will see. Where is it? It's desktop. There it is. All right, we'll go to our bin, our debug, and now we'll go to mods and drop it in. We'll go here, play. So we'll see if this will cause issues with the way we define a quaternion. So it takes a while to load. Okay. Okay, that can't be good. Let's go ahead and go to this. Doesn't look like there's any problems. Wait for program to respond. There we go. So it didn't error. So we should be able to go into the game. See if it worked. Whoa, oh, it worked, but I died. But you saw it for a second. So let's go pick it up. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't think we need to rotate it. Awesome unlocked, and we can go see the difference. The easiest way to go check the difference is probably in here. You can see the difference between the two. Looks like there might have been a problem with changing the crack color, actually. It's interesting. Well, the fire is different. This looks like secret style things is automatically working. But not on the Gordo. You can see some of these work. Look at this, Largo. This looks actually sick. And we'll see that these are just normal. But we go pick up one of the slimes. So let's see. Do we have any still around? I don't think so. Let's spawn crazy slime. You can see that the icon has been updated on it. All right. So the rotation was fine. I don't think we need to change it actually. Let's see. Next, we got to make the icons for the other two. So let's go File, Open. Let's go find the crazy cool plort. We can go curves, reapply the curve, file, export as, crazy cool plort, exotic plort. And we can then go back here, open again, find the Gordo icon, then go to curves, reapply, go file, export as, and then we'll again add exotic to the end. Export. There we go. If you're wondering how you would do the rotation, the quaternion rotation, you would go in using Unity Explorer and figure out what rotation you liked by manually rotating it. Go to this because I don't want to talk right now. Anyway, so next we have to do things dot fp, do the thing. We have to do ID and icon. So our ID is going to be plort icon is going to be the plort icon. Made. Okay, so I'm going to place this. Then we're going to copy this, paste it, and then we'll do the same thing for the Gordo. And this function worked for secret style things. What this function is going to do is simply tell secret style things to do all of what it needs to do to add in the plort and the Gordo, and gives the icon for both. And of course, that's why you have this here to check if that mod is installed, and this here checks if most secret styles installed, which is the mod used for modded secret style skins. That's not what I want. Mods. Boop. And boop. So I can go ahead and show you the process of doing the rotations, although I probably won't do them. I won't save what I'm going to do. It can be a bit tricky at times, because if you can't find the secret style, it's near impossible. I accidentally did it this way again. It's going to take 5 years, but it's normally faster than this. I don't know what's been up with it. message earlier. Wait. Missing resource. Oh, right. That's what happens when you forget to do the most important step. That's where you go here, refresh. Took me long enough to forget to do this at some point. We include in project, go up, we do embed resource. Include in project, and do this. So now that should get rid of that error. Very silly mistake for me to make. But that's the error you get if you don't do it, if you're for some reason curious, which I'm certain a lot of you probably made that mistake. Can everything stop opening up? Thank you. Shut up. All right, we can go back, load. No. That's weird. Let me go ahead and hide that actually. Continue. We can now go check. And our Gordo and ports should also change now. Well, the ports automatically think change. Now they have the icon too. And now the Gordo changes. And I don't know if we fed this Gordo. Let me check. Did, and you can see it's a new icon. It all works. Intended. So that's an explanation on how to do all that. Now, actually, let me do this. Let's go. Let me show how you would edit the rotation of this thing. Or go to zone reef. Probably reef intro sector. And this is where you're going to check if you can find it. This is our treasure pod. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our treasure pod. And you'll find that you'll see its rotation. Now, due to the way that we set up rotation, we're making a quaternion. So if you actually wanted to use this rotation, you have to do it differently, actually. Which is why I thought it might error out, which I'm shocked it didn't. It's because we create a new quaternion. You see, if you want to do it this way, you have to, let me go find a reference. Let's go here. You have to use quaternion.euler, and then you can create one using these angles. And using this, you can make one using these angles, which is how you would make it. So you would set it to the angles you want and make one of these. Okay? Cool. There's probably a way to find the quaternion versions of this, by the way. The rotation. I just don't know how you would do it. I might go to transform, actually. You can probably use this method and just look at this value, and this would give you the quaternion values if you want to use the quaternion that we made, I believe. But this is a lot harder to edit. It's easy to edit these rotations, so you can go here, you can increase the rotations and look around and see how you want it to be rotated. This is a completely random number and looks really silly, right? But that's how you would do it. Anyway, hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed. And that's how you add secret style integration into your Slime Rancher mod. If you're wanting to do it without the use of extra mods, since this is a compatibility system, then you're going to have to look into it yourself. Pretty much every mod uses an integration with more secret styles and secret style things. So anyway, well, that's about all. So I'll see you next time.